Hey everyone, welcome to Elder Millennial. I'm Ari Jacob, and today we're peeling back the layers of a story that's got the internet's head spinning, and it is the Meek Mill saga.
Rich and Millie cause a Lambo.
From the shady lawsuit that dropped implicating Meek Mill and his sexuality,
And everyone's gay once in a while.
I'm not gay.
to his past political statements and run-ins with the law, his story is actually pretty wild. So recently, Meek Mill found himself caught in the crosshairs of a lawsuit involving Diddy with allegations that read more like a script out of a Hollywood drama.
One of the allegations was that Diddy had sex with a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Immediately, people identified the rapper as Meek Mill.
And now Meek's no stranger to legal drama, but this one's kind of got a twist because the documents in the filing have been called out, and not just for the content in them, but for how unprofessionally they have been handled.
That's some bullshit.
So legal analyst Natalie Burrell put it pretty bluntly, calling the lawsuit entertainment for the general public rather than a serious legal document. Natalie's critique, which she posted on X, says the newest Diddy lawsuit is very unprofessionally written. These pictures of the people involved are totally unnecessary and serve no purpose other than to be entertainment for the general public. You don't need to put pictures of the parties. This one is particularly shady. So Meek on his end has seemingly laughed it off on X. I started following him the day that the lawsuit dropped, and it was kind of all over the place and kind of hysterical how he handled it. He pretty much brushed aside the claims with the swag of someone who's probably seen his share of battles and been hit hard in the past only to get back up again. And speaking of hitting hard, please take a moment to slam that subscribe button and share this episode. Elder Millennial is a one-person show. I research, write, film, edit everything myself, and it's your support that keeps this ship afloat. So if you're vibing with what I'm unpacking here, do me a solid and smash that like button, follow, and share this content with everyone you know. We are not backed by big names or networks, and while we are still waiting on those subscriptions to kick in on X, there is a way you can pitch in right now. Head over to givesendgo.com/eldermillennial and chip in whatever you can to keep us rolling. Now, back to Meek Mill. Seriously, I feel like Meek Mill gets shade thrown at him from all sides. And I don't know if this is because he's a very talented rapper with friends in high places. After all, I know his BFF is Michael Rubin. Rubin is a billionaire who has those white parties that like all the celebrities go to. Anyway, I learned most of this because I watched a Dateline episode that really got me thinking that Meek Mill got treated pretty unfairly by the legal system.
He used to always tell me about this crazy legal situation. He was a model probationer. Everyone thought he was great. He'd been on probation for, 10 years already. And she called a probation hearing for two what you call technical violations. The first was that he popped a wheelie in New York City, and he put it on Instagram. And a day later, 20 cops show up at a charity basketball function and arrest him for reckless endangerment because they saw it on Instagram. And the probation officer comes up first. She goes, Robert Williams, he's a model probationer. He's done everything we asked. We recommend no sentence. The district attorney gets up next, says we recommend no sentence. When the probation officer and DA recommends no sentence, you never get sentenced. Then she sentences him to 2 to 4 years in state prison. And literally his eyes turn pink. And basically he'll never want to admit this because he's a rapper. Basically his eyes turn pink and tears start coming out of his eyes.
Rapper Meek Mill is pushing for criminal justice reform after his own controversial legal troubles. Pennsylvania Supreme Court ordered Mill to be released from prison on bail 2 weeks ago. Many activists claim that Mill's treatment was unfair and harsh. The prominent names who support Mill include Jay-Z, comedian Kevin Hart, Philadelphia 76ers owner, that's Michael Rubin, and New England Patriots owner, that's Bob Kraft.
So this lawsuit aimed at Diddy has unexpectedly brought Meek Mill into the spotlight. Insinuations that veer into his personal life, hinting that he's gay. This aspect of the lawsuit has ignited a flurry of discussions, drawing remarks from people like DJ Academics and, of course, Andrew Tate.
So how is Meek Mill tied to this, by the way?
Well, there's a lot of rumors going out that him and Meek Mill were hooking up, and now Meek Mill is basically going after Tate. By the way, this is all again alleged in this lawsuit, but it's like it's not stopping for Diddy. And then the rumor came out with Meek Mill with Diddy, and then what did Tate?
Maybe go on to Twitter. I'm still trying to see so what is this? So the story is the only thing I saw. I saw the fact that. Pull up the Meek Mill tweet. So Andrew Tate tweets. So P. Diddy was having sex with Meek Mill and Usher? Question mark, right? Meek Mill retweets, quote retweet, and says, was you trafficking women The fuck is wrong with you, Brody? And then Andrew Tate asked, I only asked the question because everyone is saying it happened.
So, by the way, everybody's talking about it. So, like, that's why they're calling him, you know.
By the way, that tweet today is 41 million views.
Wow.
There's 8.5 there, but it's 41 million. The question is, why would you respond like that, Meek Mill?
Yeah.
So you responding, you're kind of not.
But they're saying for 30 years, because think about it. Diddy, bad boy. Dude, Diddy went 24 years old. They're saying he helped kill Tupac. Biggie dies. He is at 24 years old owning Bad Boy Records, Epstein of the hip hop.
So obviously you're following the story very closely.
I have no idea, but
he's not following it that closely.
I mean,
he's literally spreading rumors.
And
I will say that I've been to a few parties at Diddy's house. I don't remember anything very crazy happening. I just remember that we all had to take off our shoes to go into this one area. So there's just like all these expensive shoes lying everywhere. These guys have taken to social media to weigh in on whether Meek is gay.
But I'm not gay, you guys.
And Meek Mill's approach to handling these insinuations has been pretty multifaceted. He's alternated between directly addressing the rumors and cleverly using the increased attention to promote his music.
And Meek Mill put his Twitter fingers back to work. We ain't seen him do this in a minute, but this stuff got him steaming, y'all. Meek also claimed that the rumor was sparked to shift focus from his new music. And I didn't know that he had a new EP coming out called Heathenism. So a lot of this should actually direct a lot of people there. But he was going off. And one tweet he said, when I got a girl around me, I'm effing her twice a day. Vagina don't control me, but it's like a high. One love to the gay people.
This strategy kind of highlights Meek's ability to pivot and maintain his composure amidst all of this controversy, which has to be pretty annoying. So this does beg the question, why are people so quick to shade Meek? Could it be because he doesn't always toe the line? Take his comments about Biden's age recently, for instance. It's not every day you hear a rapper dive into political commentary, especially critiquing the president's age.
Meek Mill shared his thoughts about President Joe Biden being too old for the role. The rapper tweeted, Joe Biden is too old to be our president, respectfully. What in the bleep is going on in the American system that y'all pushing this through like it's okay to trust what we seeing?
And remember the time that Trump was in office, Meek had a chance to meet him and discuss prison reform, a cause that's really close to Meek's heart. But he backed out of that meeting, reportedly after a call from Jay-Z advising him against it. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, are these stances, these decisions, the reason he's become a target?
About in 2024, we leave those entertainers that aren't well versed, who aren't well educated or well aware of the politics. How about we black them out and they're not allowed to be influencers when it comes to voting? Especially, this is a very, very trying year. This is voting. This is an election year. This is very important. And we don't need anybody speaking in this space, influencing anybody that's not fully informed.
Oh, no, keep talking, because we're going to have all the smoke for you right here on TGIF. Every single week, we're going to stay on your neck and tell you who not to follow. And I'm going to cover a lot of this on my YouTube channel, Life with Claudia Jordan, and we're going to break it down because you don't even vote and you running your mouth.
Right.
I think the hell not.
It's a complex web of politics, personal beliefs, and public perception, as we all know. There's even this video where these hosts basically say he's not qualified to talk on politics, but apparently they are. And I just feel it's hypocritical considering that what makes Jay-Z qualified to talk on politics and not Meek?
Because here at Globo Gym, we're better than you, and we know it.
I love that Meek Mill is using his platform more and more these days to speak out about things that are important, but I just want him to have an informed opinion. So the next time he's, sitting down, trying on chains or whatever, I want him to pick up a book and understand political science and understand that experience is valuable in the political space, especially when it comes to the wars and to those sort of political tactics that he was speaking of that he don't know nothing about. I think Meek Mill is an amazing rapper, but I think he needs to stay out of this conversation and just encourage people to vote.
Okay. Al, what do you think?
Everyone has a right to their opinion, right? I do want to start there. But this is the question for me. Meek Mills, you just got pardoned in October of 2023. You haven't voted in 20 years. I don't think I'm going to listen to anybody who has not voted for a president in the last 20 years going to tell me how to vote. Now, we have heard and seen 6 hours ago that there appears to be that you're endorsing Donald Trump. So maybe this is why you're saying this. But in my opinion, you can't use the age issue as an endorsement, because Donald Trump is not that far behind. They're old.
Years.
Yeah, I will give him this. Meek Mill is cool.
fair.
He's successful. He's rich. He's attractive. And he is influential in different circles. And I think that's what makes me upset when I hear entertainers like him speak. Because like Dustin said, they're not fully versed. They're not fully educated. They're not fully aware of the damage that can be caused when a person with a large platform like him speaks on political issues. Because Trump really has a really good chance of winning. And for someone like him to continue to sway the Black community, it really puts us as a community in harm's way. And I can't endorse it. So
I'm going to tell you, like, what frustrates me as being a Black woman
But
in
if he was
America
endorsing
is it seems like
Biden,
Black men and Black women,
would it
a
be
lot of us,
different?
not all, are not on the same page. I feel like Black women are constantly voting in ways that think of all of us and save America. And then we have these influential Black men with platforms, rappers that don't vote, podcasters that don't vote, that are all swooned and swayed and having a love affair with the bravado and the masculinity, the perceived masculinity of one said Donald Trump. Now, when you do know your research and you know what you're talking about, and not just being emotional, oh, that's my nigga, he cool, he been, there's a witch hunt, and I can relate. Get the F out of here with this BS. When you vote for the Republican Party, until they change back to having some kind of moderation or some kind of common sense, you are voting against the best interest of yourself.
Let's break it down. This whole Meek Mill lawsuit scenario is a glaring example of how lawsuits are very often used as a tool for media manipulation in Hollywood.
Listen, that's what you want to hear. It's the music.
Well,
nobody cares about the truth when the lie is more entertaining. As far as the internet is concerned, that is just good content to create memes and get jokes off. But I just don't know, why do humans feel so comfortable playing with other humans? Like
names,
you make an accusation like that in a lawsuit, and nobody cares if it's true. The internet just runs with it.
Yes.
But also, what does Meek have to do with what Diddy allegedly did to you?
That was another thing. Well, like, why is Meek's name even in the lawsuit?
What does that have to do with what Diddy allegedly did to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And critics, especially legal experts, have raised eyebrows on how this particular lawsuit was filed, suggesting it might be more of a spectacle than it was something of substance. And when it comes to Meek's political stances, I say more power to him. In an age where, everyone has a platform, why should Meek be any different? If I had the chance to sit down with Biden and discuss media accountability, you'd bet I'd be there in a heartbeat, no matter what anyone said on any side of the political line. It is a shame that Meek missed a similar shot with Trump, especially on something as crucial as prison reform, something that's really important to him and affected him personally. And so as for the gossip about Meek's personal life, I mean, he's been pretty clear that he's not gay.
The hell, buddy?
Buddy, I said I am not gay.
And using a lawsuit to out someone, if that was the intent, is pretty despicable. Remember the Gawker case with Peter Thiel, who backed it? Yeah, that didn't go well for Gawker.
After Gawker published the 2007 article outing Thiel as gay, he told The Times, "I saw Gawker pioneer a unique and incredibly damaging way of getting attention by bullying people, even when there was no connection with the public interest. Thiel putting a plan in place to secretly fund cases in hopes of crippling the website." The PayPal founder saying it's less about revenge and more about specific deterrence. Explaining why he decided to help, they usually attack less prominent, far less wealthy people that simply can't defend themselves. Even someone like Terry Bollea, who is a millionaire and famous and a successful person, didn't quite have the resources to do this alone.
And at the end of the day, Meek's response to the rumors, denial, dismissal, and just redirecting the conversation to his music, I gotta hand it to him. That was like chef's kiss, the way to go.
Oh, beautiful.
Chef's kiss. You like that? It's like me being Gen Z, but as a millennial.
Okay, boomer.
Anyway, I'm not covering this because I'm a huge Meek Mill fan. I really don't even listen to rap music.
West side when we rock, come equipped with game.
Okay, just kidding. I do listen to like old school rap. But anyway, I hate salacious stories that we don't know all the sides of. So if you've made it this far, big thanks for tuning in to my first episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe, follow, share, and drop your thoughts in the comments. If you have a hot take or want to go deeper, I'm all ears. If you want even more content, you can follow me on Instagram, X, TikTok, and YouTube. And I'm dropping new episodes of Elder Millennial 5 days a week on X and on YouTube. So I will see you guys next time. I'm Ari Jacob, and this is Elder Millennial. Thanks for watching.